And speaking of facial features, Pumbaa is rocking.
If you don't shave that Waluigi mustache. Yo, what's up guys? It's Prince Charming. Today we're gonna be checking out 10 cartoon animals reimagined as people. So this is another continuation to my kid cartoon before and after saga. It's not even a series anymore, this is a saga. So essentially we're gonna be checking out these cartoon animals and how they'll look like if they were people, if they're like us, if they were human beings. But you know I'm not a human being, I'm a Martian. Shout out to Lil Wayne. So go ahead and comment who's your favorite cartoon animal. I don't know man, I always mess with Rufus from Kim Possible. You know that mole rat? Ugh! Now he was still cool though, even though he looked like foreskin. Also make sure you subscribe, get me to 100,000 subscribers by my birthday on July 28th guys. It's actually quite funny because on June 28th everybody was telling me happy birthday, happy birthday. My birthday is not June 28th, it's July 28th. So make sure you subscribe and we're almost to that goal. If we reach that goal before my birthday, I'm gonna do a giveaway like a gift card, a PS4 and an Xbox One, just like I've been saying this whole time. And all you gotta do is be subscribed. So make sure you like, comment on this video, and let's check out these kid cartoon animals reimagined as people.
Lady and the Tramp. Can you believe it's been more than 60 years since
60?
Lady and the Tramp was released?
How old am I?
This Disney classic is still just as popular as it was after its release.
Yo, I remember when it came out.
An uptown Cocker Spaniel.
No, I don't.
Who's madly in love with a downtown mutt.
I remember when I watched it.
It took 20 years to create, but we're glad Disney took their time. Did you know that they almost cut out the spaghetti eating scene? Imagine what a mistake
that was a legendary
that would
scene.
be. Have you ever wondered what the characters from Lady and the Tramp would look like if they were actual
Cut you on air, bruh.
This talented teen artist, who goes by the name of Elena Bastian, decided to transform cartoon animals into real-life humans. And we're very impressed with this version of Lady and the Tramp.
So I have seen this before. I don't know if you noticed, but like some of my things repeat themselves because I don't know why. But I have seen this picture before. I'm gonna say it again. Like my boy on the left, Tramp, he looking kind of sleazy. He looked like he's the type of person who can say, I can change your $500 to $1,500. But hey, he pulled a lady. Who else can say that? I bet none of you dudes out there can say that. You pulled a fine bad girl. Like none of y'all can say that. He upgraded and got himself a sugar mama. Like come on, he's winning in every aspect. Not to say she's not winning too. Like maybe he really does care about her. He probably does. Like I've seen the movie, so he clearly does care about her. But like in real life, bro, he pulled himself a sugar mama. Like come on.
Lady's long Cocker Spaniel fur looks amazing. We love how the artist kept the character's original colors. What do you think about Tramp's gray hair? We can't get over
she looking like
It's still one of the best love stories we ever heard of.
20 years to make though?
The human versions of Lady and the Tramp are just happily in love. The classic Disney story taught us a very important life lesson that you can find love in some of the most unexpected places of your life. They're right, because we're in love with this illustration. Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba.
All I'm saying is they better be African. Like, come on.
What a wonderful phrase. If Lion King is your favorite movie, you'll love this illustration. Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba had great chemistry during the film. But imagine how their friendship would look like if they were actual humans. This DeviantArt user showed off her skills and recreated a human version.
Okay, I'm not dissing her skills at all. Like this is clearly a good drawing. Nonetheless, it's still a good drawing. Could you at least make them African? Like this takes place in Africa. What's a white guy doing here? But it does look like them. Like Pumbaa, Simba, Timon, everybody, it does look like them, but you could have made it African. Lion King takes place in Africa. Why can't you just make him African? But I'm not going to complain too much, because obviously I did complain. But this is still a good picture nonetheless. I'm not dissing the artist. This is still a good picture.
Of the Lion King trio. Let's have a closer look, shall we? Simba is the smallest one of the bunch, with ginger hair and quite a lot of muscles.
Looking like Tom Sawyer.
We see in the background, he does seem to fit the description of the original Simba.
No, he don't.
And then there's Timon, the energetic meerkat, who's sometimes just
he looks like he's in a rock band.
Self-centric. This human version of Timon is certainly giving us that meerkat smile, and we love his 2 ear piercings. And speaking of facial features, Pumbaa is rocking.
If you don't shave that Waluigi mustache,
about his amazing hair that's shaved on one side. It looks like the Lion King trio of outcasts didn't just become human.
Why are Waluigi so bad?
Extremely extremely modern. We'd love to see a human version of Nala. Did you know that the creators of The Lion King revealed that Nala's father might be Scar or even Mufasa? Now that would be a very interesting addition to the original The Lion King storyline.
Doesn't he get with Nala?
Little Mermaid.
He's smashing his sister?
Forget about the Little Mermaid crab who completely stole every scene of the movie. Sebastian is one of those characters you just can't help but love. They remind us not to take life too seriously and burst out.
Low-key, Sebastian was an op. Like he snitched on Ariel to her father.
Sebastian is a red Jamaican crab who's usually carefree when he's not worried about Ariel.
Close your mouth.
An
breast milk.
Personality, and we're very intrigued how it would play out if he were human. Well, a Tumblr user, Pugletto, created a series of photos.
They mean business.
A realistic version of cartoon.
Oh, spit some game.
And since Sebastian ranks pretty
he better have
high
dreads, because he's Jamaican.
List, we thought we'd show you what he looks like in real life. We are totally in love with this illustration.
Boy, you Millie rocking on every block? This boy really Millie rocking with it. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pass because they at least gave him African lips. You know, those ain't white people lips. Unless he did the Kylie Jenner challenge. Then that. Okay, good drawing, man. This really does look like Sebastian. That boy is really Millie rocking though. Like he Millie rocks on every block.
Human Sebastian replaced his red skin with red hair, and he gained some muscles. This version
there you go, make him a little darker.
Game changer in the Little Mermaid story. Speaking of the Little Mermaid, have you ever noticed that characters from other Disney movies make an appearance in several scenes?
They always want a shout out.
Donald Duck, Goofy, and Mickey Mouse
underwater.
At the beginning of the movie. We're not quite done with reimagining.
Every Disney character wants a shout out.
Wait until you see what the
go on your own movie
Disney favorite looks like in real life. Ariel and Flounder. This design
Ariel better be
done
thick.
By the same artist who drew the Lion King's Timon, Simba, and Pumbaa. So you can imagine how amazing it's going to be. Meet the human version of Flounder, everyone's favorite tropical.
Okay, Flounder, honestly, he looks exactly like I would imagine him to be. Because he was like that frail little fish that didn't want any trouble. Yeah, this is pretty much Flounder. And then Ariel's that cool, like, older... Oh, she's not even related to Flounder, clearly, because he's a fish, she's a mermaid. But Ariel's that, like, cool, like, older friend that, like, hangs out with him, even though he wants to really smash her on the level. She's too old for him. That's like that situation that's going there. But my boy Flounder, low-key, he may glow up and maybe he may back Ariel one day. Who knows?
Go fish.
I'm saying this like they're not fish.
Worried, but who wouldn't when you're friends with the stubborn Ariel? He has a striking look with his yellow body and blue fins. Although we can't see the colors of this drawing, we can imagine the human version of Flounder would wear colorful clothing and
possibly y'all colored it for us?
Or blue hair. We love how smiley Flounder looks on this picture. Did you know that Flounder isn't a flounder fish? In fact,
why you name Flounder?
Actually, the fish looks like. We can't imagine our Flounder being completely flat like that.
Why is your name Flounder?
Add a comical effect to the story.
My name isn't Dog.
To see more human versions of the Little Mermaid, you might be in for a treat.
The girls call me that.
Announced a live-action remake of the popular classic. The movie is still in the early works, but we can't wait to see who will get to play our favorite character.
I want to see this.
Is betting on Selena Gomez as Ariel and Gaten Matarazzo as Flounder.
I'll be down with that. I ain't gonna lie.
The Jungle Book. Remember the
just as long as it's not Ariana Grande.
The animated version of Rudyard Kipling's children's book was released
I love
in
her.
1967,
that's my crush.
And the movie adaptation appeared in 2016. The story went through quite a few visual changes, but the characters of the Jungle Book will always remain the same. Some of the favorites.
I've never seen this movie, nor the old one, nor the book.
A bear and a black panther who are carrying.
Why's it gotta be black?
Toward Mowgli. For those who aren't familiar with the story,
I'm joking.
Bagheera is the one who finds Mowgli as a baby, and Baloo saves him. The three have a strong bond and only want what's best for each other. This illustration.
Wait, so the panther's good?
A user called Pugletto. Did you know that
I didn't know
Disney
this.
movies have a long history of characters that assumingly Omali belong to the LGBT community, and Bagheera and Baloo are definitely not the only characters who made that
Wait.
list. They often act more
They like each other?
married couple rather than just friends, and many Disney fans love the idea that
Baloo
some
likes
of
it in
these
his blue?
characters might be a part of the LGBT community. We love the human
Terrible
version
joke.
of the two. They both still show their unique, caring personality.
Yo, cause like honestly, I never seen the movie or like read the book, and y'all gonna have so much fun roasting me in the comments. I never knew the panther was good. I always thought the panther was trying to eat the boy, and the bear was trying to like saving him the whole time. I knew Baloo was good, or whatever the bear's name was good. I thought the panther was trying to eat him this whole time. My mind is so blown. I need to watch this movie now. Should I watch the original Disney movie or like the live action one? Let me know in the comments.
And you can't even spot Baloo's goofy
Does he know how to
side.
talk to animals?
All we want to hear now
Or do they
is the
speak
human
English?
Baloo's version of the Bare Necessities song. Duchess and Thomas O'Malley from the Aristocats.
O'Malley, George
On a
O'Malley, Grey's
scale of
Anatomy.
1 to 10, how much do you love the Aristocats?
Never
This
seen it.
animated classic is
Man,
more than
who cares
40
about
years
cats?
old, and it was first released in 1970. The story follows abandoned cats that are trying to return home. The main characters of the movie are
You don't see an
Duchess
abandoned
and Thomas
dog.
O'Malley. Duchess is a white
Chill,
Turkish
Prince.
Angora cat who
People
is
actually like
very
cats.
elegant and ladylike, while Thomas is more streetwise. Naturally, the two end up falling in love. Elena
That's how you do
Bastian
it.
illustrated the two cats in a
Who
human
abandoned
form,
her,
and
though?
We have to
She looks
say
well
that
groomed.
this looks like a very accurate representation.
Oh, I know my boy Thomas is getting a piece of that. Like off top, he has to be in that, bro. Like good for you, Thomas. You done stepped up in the world. You got yourself a bad. Like this is all you need. You need to get yourself a bad girl and be ducked off. Like talk to no other person. That's all you need to do in life.
The two. Duchess is dressed in all white and has that elegant hair.
Who
and
abandons a
fancy
cat named
dress,
Duchess?
While Thomas O'Malley has a snazzy hat and slightly less elegant clothes. The original Thomas has orange fur, and the enchanting human version kept the orange color in his hair. Did you know that the Aristocats was one of the first Disney movies that had more focus on story development and in-depth characters? It
Wow.
took 35 animators 4 years to create this amazing story, and we're very
This is
grateful
crazy.
for its
They really
success.
go in
I
depth with
guess
the movies.
The Aristocats title will have to get changed into Aristo-Humans to make this version of Duchess and Thomas O'Malley work, but it would still make for an interesting story. SpongeBob and Patrick. Who lives in a pineapple
These
under the
weird
sea?
balls.
SpongeBob SquarePants. And it is even better when his friend Patrick comes to visit him. The two BFFs are inseparable, and they've been entertaining us for years.
Patrick doesn't have a job though.
The creator of the show was a
How do you pay your
marine
bills?
biologist. Who would have thought that you can combine marine biology and animation and create something as popular as SpongeBob SquarePants?
I did hear about
Do you have
that.
a favorite moment from the SpongeBob? Our favorite has to be the episode where
Ugh!
SpongeBob and Patrick sell chocolate to their neighbors.
Patrick trifling
This
with
duo
that.
brought us some of the most entertaining moments
He a
in
real one for
cartoon
that.
history. Although SpongeBob's technically not an animal, we've decided to include him in this video and show you
Up
what
on
he
that
would
gooba.
look like as a person. And here they are.
Bro, okay, I've seen many drawings of how Patrick and SpongeBob look in real life. This one is probably the most accurate I've seen. Like, golly, Patrick really does look like Patrick. He's not wearing a shirt or nothing. He got that little pot belly sticking out. Patrick looks like he kind of do hit the bench a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. He has SpongeBob over here looking like he work at Fry's. He's a Fry's salesman. I used to work at Fry's as a salesman, so I know what he'd be going through.
A humanized duo. This design belongs to a DeviantArt user called Sousa Murray, and we have to say we're very impressed with how realistic it is. Everyone's favorite sponge now turned into a teenage boy with blonde hair, and his slightly obese starfish best friend is now
Slightly?
a full-grown person. Did you know
They
that
roasting.
according to SpongeBob's driving license, his birthday is July 14th, 1986, which means he's in his 30s. Although based on their personalities,
Bro,
and
if you don't
their
start a
free
family-
attitude to life, we prefer the teenage version of these two. Dory, Marlin, and Nemo.
Okay,
But
we're getting into the
SpongeBob and Patrick
good stuff.
are the only sea
I
creatures
love
that
this
managed to
movie.
take over the world with their personalities and their stories. Finding Nemo is one of the most beloved Disney movies, following the story of a dad called Marlin who tries very hard to
I thought it was
protect his
Pixar.
child Nemo,
Pixar is
but
Disney.
ultimately fails
Duh.
when Nemo gets taken by the fishermen. The story talks about the importance of getting out of your comfort zone and the fact that your differences do not define you. you. Finding Nemo shows some of Disney's most so-called flawed, but still lovable characters. So let's see what those characters would look like in human form. This image belongs to a talented DeviantArt artist, Nanina. On the left, we have a blonde-haired Dory, then Marvin, and his son, Nemo.
Low-key though, like, I'm not gonna lie, Dory would probably be so annoying to have as a friend. She literally forgets everything. Yeah. Nemo obviously puts up with a lot with her because, come on guys, like, Dory just be doing the most sometimes. Like, she be getting into shenanigans, and like, Nemo's a father, like, he doesn't have time to do this. He has to worry about his 401k. Sorry for the jokes, guys. Let's resume the video.
They really do look similar to their cartoon characters, don't they?
Is he hitting Dory though?
I did expect Marvin to look just a little bit older. Nemo, on the other hand, looks just as playful.
Marlin looked like an anime character.
Did you know that Finding Nemo gives a shout out to another Disney classic? If you look close enough, you can
Toy Story.
Buzz Lightyear on the floor of the dentist office.
Everybody want a shout out.
We've seen what the Finding Nemo trio would look like as people. We'd love to see what Darla would look like as a fish. Bolt, one of the movies
I've never seen this. Golly.
The 2008 Disney movie features a bunch of exciting actors, such as John Travolta and even Miley Cyrus. The story talks about a dog.
He's a Scientologist. I don't trust those people.
And that he has to save Penny, his owner. Like any dog out there, Bolt is incredibly.
He's a movie dog, but he doesn't know this.
Well, he has a special bond with Penny, and the director of the movie made sure they highlight the connection between dogs and their owners. Here's what Bolt would look like if he ever became a real person.
Boy, look like his name should be like Flash or something. Like, I know his name is the Bolt, but come on, like, this is the Flash. Look at that taper. Do y'all see that taper fade he has going on? Hold on, Bolt. You can come to the barbecue, Bolt. You can come to the barbecue.
This illustration belongs to a DeviantArt user, So Elena.
Boy got faded.
Bolt features white
got
hair
that two-line taper
and a similar black and white shirt to highlight his original look. We love that the artist kept his big, curious eyes, and we wonder if this Bolt would be just as heroic.
So she fights crime on a scooter?
Speaking of Bolt characters, did you know that the animators brought a hamster ball in the studio and rolled it around to relieve stress and figure out Rhino's movements? That's definitely one character
that's pretty cool.
Want to see in a human shape.
I would love to be in a hamster ball.
No one wants to see a person in a hamster ball. Simba from
Can you buy those?
King. We've had a quick look at Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba earlier, but now let's look at what Simba would look like as a human in more detail. Simba is a happy and carefree youngster who grows up to take his carefree lifestyle a little bit too seriously and blames everything he does wrong on someone else. Through the story, this
low-key though
changes, and Simba's character develops into a real future king of his land and his pride. So what would he look like as a human? This illustration
there we go.
Elena Bastian, who is just so talented, we can't get enough of her pictures.
I've seen this one, like I said, I've seen this one before, and this is how the Lion King should look. Like, they're African, they're in Africa. Why would they not be African? Why would you have a white person? Oh, they're not in South Africa. Don't even say that, but yeah. Still, nonetheless, every single drawing that they shown on this video is perfect. Like, it's so good. Like, I cannot do any better. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying they're actually so good. I'm just saying, Lion King, you gotta keep it African because it takes place in Africa. Come on, guys. That was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Get me to 100,000 subscribers by my birthday on July 28th, guys. My name is Prince of Holcomb. Stay charming, my friends.